Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another Across the Wave show, guys.
Welcome.
How are you guys doing? I know today we had all sorts of bloopers, all of them, starting the show and now.
Yeah, I know. I was about to say, I'm like a year in, and here we are. Bloopers. Woo! I know.
I am so happy that everybody's here today. Today is an amazing day for Across the Wave. We are actually celebrating the 1-year anniversary of this show. And let me tell you, a lot has happened within this year.
Yep.
A lot has happened within this year. And we're just going to go through memories. Like we're going to have all these memories. Go ahead, Keith.
I like Scott McNeil's
his little Grinch.
If you look at it, the Grinch.
I know, I like keep changing it. So let's start welcoming everybody in today. If everybody knows
about the Grinch, I think. Okay.
Go ahead.
What?
You're good?
I think. Okay. So talking about the Grinch. The Grinch. Are you good?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, yeah, it seems like it's like coming in and out. To talk about the Grinch real quick. I watched a thing on Instagram one time, and it basically the kids have Santa's there getting the gifts for the kids, and
I think your internet is going in and out, Keith.
Yeah.
Is that me or?
No, yeah, because I hear you in and out.
Yeah, you're in and out.
So now you're good. Yeah.
Say hello to everybody while you fix that, and then we'll come back to you.
Okay.
Hello, Eddie Lugo Studios. Welcome into the show, Mama Nancy. Welcome in, Scott McNeil. My brother in Panama City over there, Cruise Nuts, Mike and Tracy. Welcome into the show. Say hello to Miss Tracy, Mike. Give her a big hug for me. M, like always representing. Love you, guys. Love you, M. Will G, thank you so much for being here. We have Joanne. Thank you so much for being here. If those of you that don't know, Joanne is Keith's wife. Josie, thank you so much for being here today. The queen of Disney has arrived. Samara, thank you so much for being here. So, guys, today we're going to be celebrating a whole year. Oh my God, the mustard drill. Thank you so much here, the mustard drill, for being here. Look at him, go Ravens.
Oh.
So
because the Ravens beat my horrible Giants.
It's going to be a great show, guys. We're just going to go down through memory lane, and there's going to be trivia for you guys. So prepare, because if you guys have seen the show, you guys might know some of these questions. Jeffy will be our moderator today. And then Keith and I, since we've been here for a whole year, then we're going to be going back and forth throughout it. So hopefully you enjoy the show today. It's something kind of cool. Alice, welcome in. Alice was also part of Across the Wave at one point. Welcome into the show, Miss Alice. Thank you so much for being here. But take it away, Keith, and let's start this show. Sorry, Jeff.
Listen, I am going to go ahead.
Okay, I'll take it away.
I'm just so excited.
Listen, I'm going to go ahead and pre-record a lot of these and keep them for next year.
I know, we got all the bloopers today.
Yeah, I'm keeping this for next year, definitely. Well, no, I mean, like you just mentioned, it's been a year. Definitely, I came in a little bit later, but you guys are like the OGs. When it comes to this. So what we're going to do, or where we're going to like fall into, it's going to give like that very first episode, like that very first feeling, that very first everything. And I want to, after we see this, we're going to talk about how did you guys feel after that. So let's go ahead. Let's see that first intro on that first clip. So
oh my God, the first intro, guys. Let's just check this out.
Let's check it.
everybody. How's everybody doing? We are here brand new on our Across the Wave show, and I will be introducing all of our Across the Wave cast today. So I am so happy to have you guys all here. First off, we're going to have Miss Alice from Alice Lugo Studios.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, Alice, how are you?
Doing good.
All righty. So next up will be Rihanna for Rihanna's Life Adventure. Welcome in. Next up will be Mike and Rihanna's, which everybody knows Mike and Rihanna's Adventure. And we have our last one. We saved the good one for the last. Cruising with Keith.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show.
This is your cast from Across the Wave. Oh my God.
So that was the cast for Across the Waves. And, here we are a year down the line. So how did you guys feel?
So the thing with that one is I had a different camera. So I had, if those of you who don't know, my actual laptop actually broke, but I'm still using it because I have it now connected to a screen. Whereas this is my laptop now. It's actually on right now. So you can't, the whole screen is destroyed. Okay? Well,
Got it.
That camera is from this laptop. So I went and bought a new camera because, and I'm not too familiar with like cameras off the laptops. I know cameras like vlog and stuff like that. And then the minute I got the new camera, I was like, oh my God, this camera is so much clearer. I was like, what the hell was I doing waiting all this? But that day I was nervous. The first time doing it, because it's almost like playing like sports, right? This was because I grew up playing sports. So I was look at this. So right there, you see we got 5 people. Even that's us. We're all a team. So, and when you're a team, everybody on that team knows what their part is on that team. So then we didn't know. I mean, we knew somewhat of what part is, but then you have to get familiar on how of doing your part all together. And once you start to do it all together at once, then it starts to blend in where it's like nothing. But that first one, when it was over, my heart was like this. It was like,
You felt the jitters, huh? Yeah.
I felt like it was. I made it was the first time I did YouTube. But at that point, I had already been on YouTube for at least maybe a year. I don't remember. That was like at the end of last year, right? 2023. So I was already almost on YouTube for almost a year because I started in February of 23. So that was probably like that was when October, right? That was October.
I mean, I don't know. We'll talk about it. Yeah.
That was sometime back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. So what about you, Jackie? I mean,
my God, it just brings a lot of memories. I am with Keith. I was so nervous. Like we were all nervous. And the experience was great. It's like we were a little lost at the beginning, and it was a little crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Even at the intro, if you guys look at the intro, and I just noticed it because when Jeffy and I were working on getting this program together, I'm like, oh my God, my logo had the whole entire Facebook page.
You know what? Play that again. I think this guys, is the only time that you can actually check it out. I'm just gonna put it
real quick so you guys can see when it starts that. As you can see, my logo had my whole entire Facebook ad on the back. I was like, Lord help us. But it was just great. The team that we had, it was great. We were lost. I'm not gonna lie. It was our first episode, but
it took I would say about a month or two to start to like blend in together.
Right.
Get the feels and make it like a flow. Right. Oh look, Harlan is in. There you go. Hello, Harlan.
And I just wanted to say real quick, Muncie said that he remembered the first Across the Wave show. And Warmstrom Adventure, thank you so much for being here, Mr. Harlan. We love you. You've been here since day one as well with us. And I don't know, it's just a lot of everybody that's here on the comments have been in the family of Across the Way from the beginning, like from the beginning stages.
They've definitely been from the beginning. And I also like this does, for me, this does not happen we're out the muscle drill helping me, and obviously he helps you a little bit and help us understand about the live streams and everything. So without him helping me, I would have never got into the live stream, because when I made the YouTube, I had no intention on doing live streams at all. No intention. It was just to do the videos. But then once I started doing it, and he told me, if you do it, you'll get the hours quicker to get monetized. So I was like, all right, fine. Then.
Right.
And now, I'm I'm still doing this. I mean, I still am like undecided if I'm going to go back to do my live stream, because a lot of people out there doing, like, in our community, a lot of them are usually they do their videos when they go on vacation, and then they do the live streams. Well, I also have the cruise news on the side too. So really, it's a lot of work to do all that.
Well,
on top of that, everybody forgets we all have to work. This is not our
regular lives, indeed.
I mean, not for nothing. Homeless people make more money collecting cans outside.
That is true. Right. Miss Mama Nancy here has a question. She said, "How did you guys go about who was going to be on the show?" That is a really good question, Miss Nancy.
Would that be? Is that like? I mean, I guess we'd be considering this maybe at the beginning, or is it as the show has progressed? Like, how
I'm guessing he was talking about the beginning, like at the beginning when everything started with the beginning.
I mean, I know. Think about messaged me, asked me, she messaged me, asked me if I wanted to come on and be part of the show, because I had already done a live stream with her and what's her name? I forgot. Oh my god. My mind's going blank.
Well, while you think about it,
no. Who's the live stream that you used to do on Sundays with?
Who, me?
Cheryl.
With Cheryl. Yeah, Cheryl and Cheryl and from Cruising with is Fun.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that she went ahead and asked you, which goes pretty much with my next kind of sort of thing that I wanted to talk about, which would be like, how did Across the Waves became Across the Waves? Like, where did this idea come from? Like, who was the mastermind behind this whole thing? Like, who can I, like, literally that question, who contacted who and how did it came across? So we started there. So go ahead. I don't know. I guess this will be Jackie who would be answering this.
I would answer that question really quickly. Thank you so much for being here, Scott from Controversial Cruising. Draper Van Crew, thank you so much for being here on the show now. Thank you guys. I will answer that question. Across the Wave, everybody knows I do have a live stream on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. And I wanted to do something completely different outside of my regular, travel, talking about travel and all of that stuff. So when I went on YouTube, I started searching for kind of like ports and different things, and I started noticing that there's not a lot of stuff going out there. So I said, okay, I want to do a live stream where I can bring in all the different ports that we travel, because whether you travel by cruise or by plane, you're still traveling.
Right.
So then once I started establishing, the whole situation, I said, okay, we're going to need these amount of people so that we can do kind of like the history of that area, what to do around the port, maybe some shore excursions, the news and all of that.
What you did was segmentalize, like kind of sort of in a way that everybody could have a little bit to talk about. Okay.
Correct.
All right.
And once I had everything in segments, then it was finding the name. And then I said, we travel by ship, across the waves. So that's where across, and then I started researching, is that name being used, and all of that stuff. Then after that part of it was done, then I contacted Keith because he does the news. And I said, I could use Keith for the news part. And back then, Mike and Rihanna, we were all in Cruising is Fun and Eddie Lugo Studio, because that's how I started. Thank you so much, Eddie.
Which Eddie was here, I think, in the chat. Yeah, I
think he's still here. At the beginning, he helped me out with a lot of different things. So I became friends with Mike and Rihanna. So they were not doing any live streaming. So they were kind enough to say, yeah, we'll join you. Okay. So, and then who else was on our show? And then Eddie says, well, you know what? Why don't you have Alice on the show? Because she was new to YouTube at the time. I said, sure, no problem. So that's how our first Across the Wave cast came to be.
Okay. All right, Keith, you got anything, like nothing else to add to that? Like you said, you just said yes and ran with it. You're like, yeah, let's go.
Well, I'm like, I guess you could call me like a gambler. Obviously, I do like to go to casino gamble.
Okay.
So I'm not afraid to actually like take chances, even just in chances in life, whatever.
Hmm.
So doing something like this, I'm like, to me, it's like it can't hurt me,
Right.
and it can actually build like friendships.
Mhm.
Oh, that
So
is very true.
so me and Jackie have a very, very, very strong relationship. She's almost like, well, you could say a sister, a mother type of person to me.
Right.
Right.
All
And we
right.
actually met. He actually came with Joanne to visit here in Tampa because his wife has her uncle lives here in Tampa.
Oh.
And he was coming down and I said, "Hey, we should just all meet up." And we went to
Well,
have dinner.
well, you want to hear something crazy? How we always say it's a small world. It's a small world that we found out that her husband and my wife's uncle both work for the same company.
Oh,
Mhm.
wow. Okay. So there is some sort of
I
connection
mean,
there. Okay.
like
Interesting.
small world.
Yeah.
All right.
It was a lot of fun meeting Keith and Joanne. Our bond has grown very strong. We're
Mhm.
Yeah,
family now,
Mhm.
and
yeah.
we're there for each other. And it's just been an amazing journey. Like, a lot of people don't realize. Yeah, people see you on the channel, but the most important part is like you're building that community. You build the
Right.
community, and once you meet face to face with that community, like I met
Mhm.
Cruise Nuts and his wife Tracy, and we had such a great time on
Hmm.
Carnival Paradise. I met with Alice from Alice Lugo Studio and Eddie, that we went on the Carnival Paradise together, and it was kind of like really nice when you bond and you get to have that time with everybody.
Right.
And
Right.
the bond is a little bit different because now you know these people, and it's not
Hmm.
just like somebody that you chit chat over comments. So
Right.
that's what makes the whole experience, even, I guess it tops it up. Like, it's very amazing. The journey is amazing.
Right.
So I wonder if anyone in the comments has ever seen yours or mine, not first live, our first actual video that we ever made. Okay, I wonder if anyone has ever seen that. Because if you go back and look for mine, I'm in the rocking chair. I'm like, you see, I'm like stiff. I have no like, like character.
Yeah.
It takes time to like build, and then
But,
slowly I started doing more videos. I started just screaming, going like this. There were times my wife would yell at me. She's like, "What are you doing that?" I was like, it's the character, you know.
right.
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 Well, that's when I do like the news. I do all my. See, the difference when you start doing the live stream, you're being the real person, because
Right.
you can't really like and if you accidentally say something bad, people might get a little
Right.
offended.
Right. There's like a certain image that you have to kind of like put out there up to a certain
Yeah.
point. You still want to be
Right.
true. You still want to be true to yourself, but still you have to kind of like certain things so that, I get it. Trust me, I get it.
I tell you, Jeff, I'm the type of person, what you see here, you're gonna see it out in the street.
Hmm.
There's no different. Like, there
Hmm.
is no different. My personality, who I am, I'm
No,
very outgoing. I love to talk to people. Well, you know me, Jeffy, for many, many
Right.
years.
no,
Yeah.
I
I'm,
love everybody. It's
yeah.
just crazy.
I mean, the only thing is when I do all the YouTube stuff, because I know kids watch and all that, I just try not to curse.
Right.
Really,
Right.
like
Right. Which is,
because you also have to understand. I work in the industry; it's construction, and people in construction curse 24/7.
Right.
Okay,
okay.
okay.
I know it's fine.
I'll be honest. We have no filters.
Yeah. That's
Okay, and we have no filters, and obviously I grew up in New York, and people. If you walk the streets of New York, you will hear people cursing 24/7.
right. That is very true.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
it's just how it is growing up here, and so
Yeah.
that's one of the things that I did, and that I actually I made sure that I wouldn't have any cursing. When I first started making my first couple of videos,
Mhm.
there were times I had to like redo it. I was like, oh my god, I can't. I started cursing. I'm like,
There was no way to bleep it out or anything. You just had to go
yeah,
ahead and redo it. Yeah. No, I understand. I definitely
yeah.
understand.
I
right,
do
so
have
let's
real quick before you continue, Jeff. Samara said meet and greet autograph time. Well, I don't know about the autograph time because I'm not no
I
celebrity.
mean, you're not gonna get much money from our autograph.
I know, right?
I mean,
But
listen, do it now. You don't know how much
I
it's gonna be
know,
worth
right?
later.
But as a travel agent, sometime next year, I will be conducting a meet and greet. I'm trying to see what venue am I going to be doing it. And I'm trying to actually do something where I can bring like all the higher ups from the different cruise lines with me. So that if you're interested in wanting to check out on a different cruise line, then not only you could get to meet me, but you get to meet the staff that is behind the travel agent.
Yeah,
So, and that's something that's going to come down the road. But I'll leave the floor out to you, Jeffy.
Yeah, no, I mean, at this point, I feel like we could go ahead and start at least with one of the trivia questions,
All right.
like to kind of like get things going. I'm just going to go over a little bit of the rules on how this works. So it's very, very, very simple rules.
Welcome in, PP Adventures.
Welcome in.
Part of the rules, just very simple. As you guys could see behind Jackie, she has 4 bags. Those 4 bags, it's, there you go, 1, 2, 3, 4. So they're numbered. We will do the trivia question. We will give, of course, some options, and one of them is the response. And then
there's the Prima in the back.
Yes. We're gonna give the 30 seconds to reply. You're gonna put the answers in the chat, and then whoever answers correctly will the first person who answers correctly is the person who gets to choose a bag number or whatever bag you decide, number 1 through 4. And then, of course, we'll just go ahead and write down your name, and we will go ahead and you will have to send Jackie an email. So it'll be at jagonzalez@expediacruises.com with your information, name. It'll be name, first and last name, address. So that way we could go ahead and have that send over. Okay.
Real quick. Once we do all of the trivia, I will be mailing all of your package beginning of the year. And I'm only doing that because the holiday season, I don't want it to get lost in the mail somewhere and you don't receive your stuff.
Right.
Also, once you pick your bag, I will be showing you, I'll be revealing to you what you're going to get. So go ahead, take it away. Let me put the screen for you.
All right, so let's do this now here. We're good. Okay, so trivia time. Here we go. All right, what was the first port featured in Across the Waves? So let's see. What was this first port featured in Across the Waves? Was it Port of San Juan, Port of Cayman Islands, Port of New Orleans, or the Port of Seattle? So again, what was the first port featured in Across the Waves? So I don't know if you guys know.
Well,
hopefully Jackie or Keith knows.
Well,
really quickly, guys. Hello, Miss Margot, all the way from the Carnival Valor. Hi, Mama. Thank you so much for coming in, Miss
Hello.
Angie.
See, we will be going to San Juan on our group cruise, everybody.
I got the countdown. Sorry, there are
go ahead and put in your votes.
There are answers coming in. Okay, I see answers coming in.
Let's see how many people know what port we did first.
Oh no, come on. All right, let's do this. Oh, all right. No, we're not done yet. Okay. Question mark, I don't know. Port of San Juan, question mark. I feel like everybody kind of put.
I mean.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Stop the clock.
Is it there?
Yes, somebody got it.
So somebody already did. Somebody already did.
So let's see what it was. And this is Port of Cayman Islands. Yes, it was the Port of Cayman Islands. So Josie got it.
If you look at the beginning of the chat when you did it, Muncie was the first one. He put CI.
Where is it? Oh, there he did.
He did.
Okay.
Before you.
So Muncie is the first one. Check you out, Muncie.
Okay.
All right, now.
Yeah.
Pick.
So now you pick exactly. Pick your bag.
Let's see. Hold on. There we go. Which one would you like?
Gotta write it down.
So we're waiting on Muncie. 1, 2, 3, or 4.
Yep. Just decide which one you want, and then Of course, I'll write it down. Jackie will show you what's in there.
Okay,
Number
so
2.
Muncie said the number 2.
Number 2, high school number. All right.
Ooh, the
What
number
we got?
2.
What we got? What's in there?
Okay, so Muncie, for the number 2, you're gonna get an MSC
Uh,
hat.
Oh, an MSC hat.
Ah.
You're also gonna get all these other, besides the bag that, besides this bag, hold
The
on.
Prima
guys.
bag, right?
But
Besides the Prima bag,
I'm just shocked. A lot of people said San Juan.
you're gonna get 2 Carnival Cruise Line pens. You're gonna get one of these key fobs for your phone.
Okay.
You're gonna get a Norwegian luggage tag. You're gonna be one of the first people to ever have the original koozie for Celebration key.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
You're also gonna get.
There it is.
It's time to get Ship Face from Traveling with Tinkerbell.
There you go.
You're also gonna get the Prima and Viva sunglasses pouch. Another of your luggage tag, another luggage tag from Carnival Cruise Lines.
Right. One of them is from Carnival, and I think the other one is from.
And one of these where you can put it on a book. If you can't see, then you can kind of like look at the stuff.
Right. Yeah. So that's pretty nice. Pretty good. Pretty good.
So
All right. So
this one
congratulations, definitely, Muncie.
Write it down for Muncie. So Muncie,
I got
that is your gift for
winning the trivia.
So
Yep.
now we move these closer.
Yep. That's okay. So we're down 1, 3, and 4. Okay.
Thank
All
you,
right. So
Mr. Drill, for your comment right there.
The Mustard Drill has a really nice comment. Thank you so much,
Yes.
Isis.
Thank you so
Congratulations on your anniversary of your show. It's been a pleasure seeing you guys grow as creators, and I'm certain the future holds great things. Thank you so much.
thank you. Thank
And
you.
always,
Definitely.
I do appreciate you, Scott, because you've been there since day one. You have helped me tremendously grow. So thank you so very much for always being there and being a great friend to us.
So I just recently watched the movie, and in the middle of while watching the movie, I thought about Scott only because the movie is it's with Jason Statham, and he's a beekeeper. So
Yeah.
he collects the bees in the movie. So
All right.
I got it. I got it. I had a wonder, but I got it. I got
the beekeeper.
all right. Yeah, I got it now. Okay, so let's continue. We, of course, across the waves, especially you guys, have covered X amount of ports throughout this entire year. And I feel like we should kind of like give a homage, or we have an homage, kind of sort of to see where exactly has Across the Waves been, what ports have you guys covered? And we kind of like did this in a very nice, like interesting kind of clip or sort of video. So let's just go ahead and see where have you guys, everybody's been in Across the Waves.
Oh my God, yeah. Enjoy this video, guys, because the journey has been tremendous.
Mhm.
And when my son Jaden and I'm gonna bring him because he actually did the video for us. When he created the video, I didn't actually see it until like maybe Jeffy, like 2 days ago when I
2 days ago, yeah, when you're
and he did
for
a
the final
great
draft
job.
and cut, yeah.
Yeah, he did a great job. What I didn't know is like all the ports that we covered. But hopefully you guys enjoy it, and here you guys go.
That was really good. That
That
was
was really good.
Well, look who's there.
Yeah, I made that.
So how long did it take you to create that video?
I was working on that for several weeks because the way that I did it, and we went through a lot of different ways that we could do it. Like originally the idea was to have like a big map and just put a bunch of dots on it and just go through it. But that sounded like a bit of an editing nightmare, and I wasn't really sure how I would go about doing it. So what I eventually ended up doing was I made an entire project in Unity, the thing that I make games in, to take the map, put it onto a globe, and spin it around all over the place. And I had to map out each individual dot. I had to get pictures of all the different ports, and I went through the entire playlist for Across the Waves to get every video and get them all in order and get all the names and everything.
What I actually found cool as I was watching the video right now again, that I didn't even notice that he had every port, like every port from every place, like with ships and all. So thank you. Oh my God, Gio, my sister from a different place. I love you, Gio. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you, Jaden, so much for your help, for creating this for us. And he did an amazing job. He's the one that does all of my I
do the video editing for the channel, and I do video editing. I do all the effects. I do a lot of the sounds and everything.
Yeah, but you also do my oh my God, what is the word that I'm trying to find? My other videos, the ones for when we went on cruise.
Your vlogs?
Cruise videos.
Yeah, I also do the
ads. Oh yeah. So
ads.
Right.
So thank you, Jaden. For helping with that. And for those of you that don't know, Jeff D is now part as well on the Traveling with site. He's also helping with the editing and all of that stuff. So he's helping with that.
Yeah, so it's like our little editing team. So it's Jaden, and then he was the one who showed me a lot of things, and he was kind of like going through all this. By the time I came aboard, he was already working on that video with the globe, and he showed me like how he pinpointed and did all this stuff. So I'm like, this is insane.
Yeah,
like I would have never thought of that.
He did an amazing job.
Yes, and then
I noticed even like I'm watching it, and then I'm looking at like usually people make the video and they'll pinpoint the red dot, and then when it goes on the next one, the dot disappears. But he had the dots as the world keeps turning around everywhere.
You see them.
The dots will still stay there.
Yeah,
correct. You still see them.
He did a good job with that, and I appreciate him and all his efforts.
That almost reminded me. If you ever go on like a carnival ship, they have like the maps, and it says, "Oh, this ship is at this port from all the ships," and they have the pinpoints of the ports, and tell you which one of the ships is at that port. So that what he did right there almost reminded me of that map that they have on the carnival ship.
Yeah,
right. So pinpoints pretty much, and that was the whole point. Because even after I came in, we kind of like sat down and we saw the whole thing, and we kind of like, all right, let's do this. Maybe we could do this better. Maybe we could focus on this, and then we kind of like, and it worked, and it really worked, and I was really happy at the outcome. So,
and for those of you that don't know, Jeff D and I, we were rocking to that music yesterday. So we spent hours, guys, getting all this show ready for you guys today. And Jeff D and I, we realized that, that music's catchy.
It flows. It does flow. I guess we were just like,
Well, to me, I always find the hardest part is not doing the editing. I mean, because I don't do editing as good as them. Mine is more basic, right? You say because I do it on CapCut, but the hardest part is for me is putting the music. It's not putting the music. I gotta find a song that goes with the flow of
picking the music.
Yeah.
Yes,
that is the hardest part is putting the right song to it and everything.
Right.
Like the intro to mine on my little thing. I went through so many different songs, this, that, and then eventually I found an intro to it, and I was going to change it one day, and I was like, okay, I want to change it, but I can't find that, and my wife's like, you can't change it. That song goes with your channel.
Right.
Okay, so there you go. I mean, it's like little things like that you like. You know what? Okay, this is what it is, and it's what it is, and it goes with it. It just goes with it, and I agree.
So Mustard Drill, no, they should not change their colors to purple and black. I will never go purple and black. I bleed blue. because I'm a Johnny fan, I'm a Ranger fan,
Mm.
so I'm always going to believe Blue Mustard Drill. I will never. Why would I want to be a Ravens fan when I hate you guys? You guys beat us in the Super Bowl, okay? I mean, I will never. But just remember, we suck now.
Oh my
After
God.
this year, we're going to get Deion Sanders' son, and now that's it. Deion Sanders might show up with his little people. So you have Warren Sapp as the defensive coordinator. The whole thing. The Giants are going to change in a couple of years. Don't worry. Just watch.
Really quickly, I want to give out 2 shout outs. I want to give out a shout out to Gio White. A lot of people, she's here today. I met Gio on Holland America. She's a travel agent, an amazing one, to say the least. And I just wanted to say thank you so much, Gio, for being here for me. I love you dearly, and I can't wait to again be able to travel again with you. But I want to do something special for somebody that has been in our channel and I love very dearly, which is Harlan. Harlan, I have a surprise for you on this channel. And let me find you real quick here. Hold on.
I don't know about this. I guess Jeff, you don't know.
No, I'm confused too. So
Harlan, if you put a message, Harlan, I want you to type any message you want onto my channel. And I just added you as one of my moderators in my channel.
Okay, now I remember.
So thank you so much, Harlan. You have been with us for the longest, and we love you. Well, we all love you dearly. So I just wanted to do something really cool for you, and you're now a moderator on the Traveling with Tinkerbell.
So it's good to be a moderator, and it's good to have moderators. I remember the one time I did my live. I had a spam person come in there, and they kept coming in under a different name like 3-4 times, and it was the first time having. So I was like, "Oh my God, what do I do?" And at that time, Bill was in there, and he just like kept kicking them out. I was like, "Oh my God, thank you so much."
Yeah, because Harlan is always checking out and making sure that everybody hits that like button.
Like button, yes, indeed.
Always be
just remember, if you don't hit the like button, Harlan's going to kick you out. Okay.
Harlan's
pretty much. Now he has that power. Now you know. Oh my gosh, they gave him that power.
That's it. Get the whip, Harlan.
So congratulations, Harlan, for being part of the crew on the Traveling with Tinkerbell.
Yes, indeed. So for now, what we're gonna do, I think it's time to do another trivia.
Ooh.
Let's go ahead and do that. Let's see what we got now for trivia number 2. All right. So what was the hardest port to research in Across the Waves? Let's see. The port of Reykjavik, the port of Antarctica, the port of Tokyo, or, well, the port of Key West. So those are our 4 options. What was the hardest port to research in Across the Waves?
And a handful of those was actually really hard. Okay?
Yeah. Yes, indeed. All right, let's see. So some questions are coming in. Questions are coming in. I have a timer. So we're almost there. We have 15 seconds. But I think I see them in. Okay, good. All right. I mean, the hardest one, we'll talk about it. We'll definitely be talking about this. All right, so 3, 2, and 1. So time is up. I do see the answer on there. And let's see, which one was it? Let's see. What does this say? It was the port of Antarctica.
Oh my God.
There you go.
It was torture. It was really torture. There was no news. There was no restaurants. Okay, it's not like there's a hole in the mountain here. This is the bar. This is where you could get some. No, it was nothing. I was
nothing.
Okay, whose idea was to put the port of Antarctica over their key?
Gee, I wonder whose. Well, you know what's the funny thing? Well, you know what's the funny thing? When I asked these questions, I was like, "Who came?" Because I asked, like, "What do you guys want me to do?" I'm like, "I guess what was the hardest port?" Oh my God! All of them that were listed on there. By the way, Tokyo. So Tokyo, Antarctica, and Reykjavik. Those were the ones that Keith was like, "Those were the hardest ones to do." And I'm like, "Fine, we'll just put them all." Which one?
I literally had to go back. I totally forgot that we did Tokyo. I was like, oh my God, I remember Tokyo. I was like, yeah, that was the hardest one. And then I keep going. I was like, oh my God, and on, because that was even worse.
Yeah. All right. So
Because
who won?
The
I
first
think
person
I think the
that
first
said
person.
Antarctica.
I know who
I
it
think
was. It was my mother.
it was
That was
Nancy.
Miss
Yeah, Nancy
Nancy.
won. Okay.
Miss Nancy, 1, 3,
Bag
4,
1, 3, or
4.
4.
Woo!
Oh, 1, 3, 4. Everybody knows what that means. Actually, 1, 4, 3.
1, 3, or
What?
4, Miss Nancy. You pick.
If she don't answer, I'll call
She's thinking. She's
Oh,
thinking.
she
Ooh,
got it. She got it. 1. She
1.
wants bag number 1. There you go.
What is
Okay.
inside of bag 1?
Let's see. So you win the Prima bag. So we already know that
Okay,
part.
so you win the Prima bag and this really cool Norwegian cruise
Oh.
line toiletries bag.
It's a toiletry bag. That is really
That's good.
cool.
So you're gonna get that, and then you're gonna get everything that the same other person got. Like hold on, guys. So you're gonna get your carnival pens.
Mhm.
This one, the carnival, the koozies, and the celebration key. So
There you
this
go.
bag is really cool.
That was really cool.
Yeah, this bag is really cool. I
It
can't
almost
tell you,
did.
like all my vendors did very good when they send the stuff for the trivia today. So shout
Right.
out to Norwegian Carnival, MSC Cruises, you
Mhm.
know, and all the different vendors that we got going on today.
Right.
So
No,
congratulations.
so congratulations, Nancy. All right, so let's go. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
So Margot's talking about Tokyo. So talk about Tokyo. The reason why Tokyo was so hard, it was the language barrier.
Mhm.
Oh, yes, you
know?
did say that.
So a lot of times I'm going to the restaurants and Google doesn't know how to translate. You know,
Like Mandarin or I mean, not Mandarin, Japanese.
I
Yeah.
don't want to be insulted.
Yeah.
That's in China, right? Tokyo or Japan? I'm bad, but with that part of I think
Yeah,
that's Japan, right?
The what?
That's Japan.
Yeah, Tokyo, Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, but the one thing I did notice about doing the research, it was one of the most beautiful ports.
Mhm.
Oh, that's really
It's
good.
gorgeous. Like I'm not saying like the beaches, but like the nature, the trees, and all that. I remember they had this one park. It was all like these blossom flowers and everything. You know?
The cherry blossoms.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's really pretty. Yeah, yeah, and it's definitely one of those destinations that it's different to kind of like see because we're normally used to the Caribbean, and you know that's normally where everything's at. But the port of Tokyo definitely is interesting. And Antarctica, like there's just expeditions and stuff that's what
Yeah.
normally people do. They don't really like do anything. It's more like barren
Well,
lands that nobody does it much.
Right.
Yeah. Antarctica was a little wild.
There's
I
a
mean, I
wild
was like,
child out there.
in the middle of doing it, I was like, oh my God, can we change the sport?
Oh my
You know?
god! Well, I mean, and you know what's funny? Didn't he decide this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I usually get the Caribbean, and he usually does like the out there port.
Well, I like to
Keep it interesting.
I like to pick the odd ports just because one, it gives us a challenge,
Mhm.
Right.
right? I always like a little challenge, and two, it's a port that not everybody has been to, but if people on the other side of the world are looking to go to that port, so then that's going to grow. That might help grow our channels from cultures of China, Asia.
Right.
I'll say like Asia or Europe compared to like over here.
Right. I agree. So, I mean, I guess this is something we could talk about more down the line on how we pick the
Hold on.
ports.
Now that I have more space,
Now
I
you could 3 and 4. All right. So
I can be like in the middle.
let's do this. So let's go talk about now what would be the second phase of
Oh my
Across the Waves.
God.
'Cause
Yes.
throughout the time that Across the Waves it's been through several phases. Phase 1 we saw with the intro. So let's see phase 2. What exactly would be like phase 2? And the second phase of Across the Waves actually started in March 20 of 2024. That's when phase 2 started. So
Guys, you
what were
got
you
to
gonna
check
say?
this out. I was going to
Yeah.
say, and then there was 3. Well, hello, everybody. How is everybody doing on this beautiful Wednesday?
Happy Hump Day. I hope
I know,
everybody
right? Happy
enjoyed
Hump Day.
I hope everybody enjoyed the new intro.
I
Yeah, it
know
looks
we got a
very
new
nice.
intro. I know everybody must be like, "What is this?"
So what was this? So you guys got so what happened? So you guys got a new intro actually. It was a completely different from what it
Yeah.
was with at the beginning. So a new intro. It was just the three of you. So what I don't know, what was the dynamic? What kind of happened? What was the idea? What was going on?
Well, we lost, obviously, as you guys can see, we lost two of our across the wave members, and then
Mhm.
we ended up being just three.
Mhm.
During that time, I still maintained the history part. Keith maintained the news, and
Yeah.
Alice did around the port, and then we kind of like fluctuated with the short excursions and things like that.
Mhm.
And I tell you, the dynamic was really good. I felt that our show grew a little bit more
Mhm.
when it was just us three. We were, during that time, we were a little bit more structured, you can say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead, Keith.
Yeah. During that time, like I say, we were more structured. We knew, like, okay, I'm doing this, you're doing this, and we could all concentrate on what we're doing. Even though yes, you can concentrate more with 5 people because you have one
Mhm.
segment here, one segment here, but in the beginning, it gave us a little bit of a challenge to
Right.
try to do it, and
Mhm.
obviously, Alice had her part, which she did a wonderful job doing that,
Mhm.
Mhm.
she definitely did, and so I had the news, and then slowly, I don't know if it was. I think as well we had the three. That's when I came up with the restaurants, or was that after?
No, the restaurant came after. What we did, it was I did the history, you did the news, Alice did the around the port, and then we divided the shore excursion part. That I had two shore excursion, everybody had two.
Oh
Um,
yeah. Okay.
and and I'm gonna stop real quick right here just to thank Alice Lugo Studios
Yeah,
for
Alice is in the
an
chat.
amazing job.
Yeah,
Girl, you rocked it while you
You
were
did.
here with us. So I just wanted you to
you
say
did.
that your work never went unnoticed.
Nope.
And across the way, we still miss you till today. And I just wanted to say thank you so much. And if you haven't checked out her channel, go check out Alice Lugo Studios. Give her a shout out. Let her know that here and across the way, we sent you over there. Give her some love.
Mhm.
I always have
Uh,
love for Alice, and she did an amazing job.
Yeah, I will say this, Alice. I mean, I don't, I came after you definitely, and I feel like I had a really big shoes to cover when I came over. So I want to thank you and I congratulate you for all everything that you did before I came over,
Yeah, we
and
truly miss her. We truly miss
yeah,
her, but we understood, we
mhm,
understood that she had to part ways and we love her
right.
and it's amazing.
Mhm. Oh yeah, I mean, it just continues to go. Um, so then let's go. Do you want to do? I mean, I guess we could go to whatever phase three was. Phase three. Um,
Phase three,
which is just
it was a hard phase three.
phase three. So
But
phase three started in May 8th, which compared to March 20th to May 8th, it was just a really short time in between. And I
mhm,
mean, I guess people could see if you want. Let's just roll that clip so that people can understand what we're talking
we're
about.
gonna roll phase three because in phase three, that's when we became two.
Ooh.
Well, hello, everybody. How is everybody doing today? Hopefully, everybody's having a great Wednesday. Keith,
I hope
how are you?
good. I hope everybody had a great, I guess, Cinco de Mayo this week. So that's
I know, right?
good. I'm actually doing good because my sports teams are winning right now. So I'm a little on edge
Hey.
happy, But everything's good. But we do have bad news.
As you guys can see, our Alice is not in our show. today, and for personal reasons, she will not be coming back to the show.
There you have it. It was said and it was announced and it was there.
It
But
was. It
yeah.
was a very sad day for us.
Yeah, it was a little tough because you see me. I'm like, I don't know how to tell people. You know?
You were ready, like, we got some bad news.
I also,
you know, I actually tried to avoid it. I was like, yeah, my sports teams are doing good.
Right. And the Cinco de Mayo talk, I'm like, okay, you know what? That's really good.
yeah. And between phase 2 and 3, you know, we actually did a segment in Alaska. And thank you, Margot. We did a segment in Alaska, and Margot was part of that segment for Anchorage. So thank you so much, Margot, for participating and being part of the Crossing Wave during that
Thank
segment.
you.
But yeah, going back to phase 3, that was a little. It was a little hard.
But it was just the two of you. So you guys literally had to split the show, like how you were mentioning earlier, between like you guys then had to around the port, I guess was you, Jackie, right? You were taking over around the port, and then whatever came after. So
yeah. I took in then history and around the port, and then Keith did news and short excursions.
Yeah.
And goodbye, Miss Angie. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much. But it was hard because, you know, we have to adapt to the change.
yeah.
And it was hard at the beginning until we finally found the flow of everything. I remember I had to even call Alice and say, hey, Alice, how did you research around the port? Because I was never part of something that I did. And she was so kindly that she helped me. She said, this is what you need to go and all of this stuff. And she helped me out with that. So shout out to Alice again for that.
Definitely. Help. Yeah. And that's something that I think, you know, I was going to bring it up later, but it is something that, you know, each one of us have to do our own research when it comes to these ports. Like I do around the port now, and I have to research what's around the port. You do the history, Keith does, you know, the restaurants and stuff like that. And sometimes people think it's just sitting down and looking cute and talking to the camera.
No,
but it takes a lot, especially, you know, if you have a regular job, like Keith mentioned earlier too, like you have a regular job, you got things going on in your life, and you got to research and you got to do all this. So yeah, it's tough.
It's crazy, guys. Like for instance, I'm a super busy person.
Yeah, bees.
I am busy 24/7, and I'm not saying this just to say Jesse that knows
me. Probably everybody in the shack combined. Okay.
And I have a very I structure my life, and I'm not, you know, I'm a mom of 5 kids, for those of you that don't know, and I have 3 grandchildren. So I have to divide myself within work, you know, YouTube, my kids, my family, cooking, cleaning, and everything that, you know, you do on your daily basis. But I have a schedule, like during the week. So I start, like, once the Wednesday is done, I start prepping for the next Wednesday. And then when we get vacation, there's nothing to prep, and I'm like, yeah. And then I'm like, what do I do? What do I do with that time?
You feel lost.
But to answer Josie's questions, says you guys sound like you do a bunch of work for this. Yes, we do.
Yes.
More than what people think that we do, because there's a lot of research. And even Jeffy and we were talking about it last night. So what happens when we have hit all the ports? Remember that question that we had?
Right. We were discussing, because, you know,
first of all, I was thinking about also, I haven't done it yet because I like to go like over here, there. And I've told Jackie a while ago, eventually I want to try to do some river ports.
Yes. Okay. And that's something that we were actually talking about it, because I'm like, well, if we run out of ports, we could do river cruises or river ports, which is something that a lot of people don't cover, and it's like something new to cruise. Like, that's exploring more.
I think it's going to be nearly impossible to run out of ports.
Right.
I'm being honest with you, it's nearly impossible, because there is hundreds, and I'm not saying 100. There's hundreds of ports that are out there that we can research, and then in the end, we can always just say, okay, why don't we just go back to a port that we did already?
Revive,
because even if it's a couple of years down the line, so those videos a couple of years ago ain't going to be put out there. You know, people are going to want to watch new videos.
Correct. And that was
Yes.
something that we spoke about. I'm like, we could do river, we could revise some cruise ports where maybe they do new construction, or maybe they added new piers, or maybe there are new restaurants and new stuff. So that was something definitely that we did speak. But I feel like that would be for like year, maybe
Right.
2 or 3, but definitely, yeah.
But also, we don't just do just across the wave. It's not just like it's all ports. But when Keith and I, when we were together, and now that Jeffy's here, usually what we also do, there's segments where we are on board of a ship and we do
Mhm.
ship tours.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So that because that's part of around the ports. So
Right.
we do ship tours and things like that. So there's always going to be intermission in between of different things that we do. So I just hope that
Right.
everybody, when they maybe today and in the future, when people are actually searching for a port, that whatever we do is it was important enough for them to say, hey, this is really cool, and maybe that's the way they find us, because they're looking for a port or
Yeah.
something like that.
Right. All
Definitely.
right, so let's do this. Let's go to our trivia number 3. So our
All right.
third trivia. So let's do that.
Woo!
Let's go ahead and see what we got here for this third one. Let's see. When did the first Across the Waves stream? So when
Ooh.
did the first Across the Waves stream? Let's see.
I don't even know this.
September 12th. Well, I'll give you a little bit about that. September 12th, 2023, October 28th, 2023, October 18th, 2023, or December 18th, 2023. So those are our options. You write them down on the chat if you get it. I will
But
start
if you
the
were paying
timer.
attention to the actual video, the date was there. That's all I'm gonna say.
And I was almost Keith gave it away. I was like,
No, I don't know the date. I just know.
well,
No.
you kept saying kind of, I'm like, oh my God, no, please don't. All right, but we see, I got 10 more seconds, 9, 8, 7 seconds. Let's see. I see people writing. Oh, a lot of people are in this. Oh, I see a lot of people in here.
Yeah.
All right, and time's up. Okay, there you go. All
So
right,
who was
let's
the
see what we
first
got.
person to have the right one?
Well, let me see. Okay,
Well,
let me.
let's
Here we
find
go.
out
Let's
what
see.
the answer is.
Let's see. Give me a minute. Hold up.
Let's
Oh my
see.
God. Let's see what it was. October 18th, 2023.
That was Will G.
Will G was the first one.
Gee. Whoop, whoop. Hey, hey.
Let me see. So was it Will G?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Will G.
All right, so I'll write it down.
So Will G,
If
do
you
you
don't know-
want
those you
3
don't
or
know.
4?
So
right.
I actually I met Will G on a cruise already before.
Mm-hmm.
Met him and his wife. Obviously, me and my wife, and we had some fun down there. We had some long nights too.
Oh, he wants to go
Some
with number
anecdotes.
4. Hold on.
Number
He wants
4?
to go with
All
number
right.
4.
Yeah.
This one. Ooh, I like what's in this one.
Oh, number 4. Okay.
Guys, just so that you guys know, you guys are having the Prima bag. That I'm gonna put all of that in there. So everything that you see here is being shipped to your home. All right, guys. Will G, you're gonna be getting a lunch bag,
Oh, nice.
a Norwegian Cruise Line lunch bag. See? So
Super
you're gonna
nice.
be getting this. So when you go to lunch and you take your lunch, you have a really cool lunch bag. And you're also gonna get everything else that everybody got, which I'm gonna show you right now. You're gonna have your pens,
The pens,
your Carnival
luggage tag.
your for your phone, first ever celebration key, koozies, and then you're gonna have mine, and then you're gonna have this really cool Norwegian. So that if you're reading and you need like a little lens thing to help you read, you're
A
gonna
little
have
help. You got it. So there you go. All right. Well, congratulations, Will. So awesome. You guys are lucky because I was ready to grab some of that stuff last night. For, my-
Okay.
For myself, I'm like, oh, this is cute. Oh, this. I ended up with the pen. I did.
Monkey's
actually
like,
end up
I
with the
need
pen.
one of those lunch bags.
Listen, so Nancy, let me say that Nancy, Nancy, with that toiletry bag, because she's the one who got the toiletry bag. I that like you had no idea.
He sure
And
did,
it,
Miss Nancy. He sure did.
I grabbed it. I looked at it. I'm like, oh, this is really cute. Oh, this is nice. So yeah, but the lunch bag is also really cool, Will. So congrats on that. Um, so let's do the fourth phase of Across the
Oh my
Waves.
God.
So phase number 4 of Across the Waves started November 13th, 2024, which was literally what, a month and a few days ago?
Yeah,
Yep.
a little bit more than a month. And on this phase that you guys are going to see, we went back to having 3.
We bet.
So wait a minute, hold on. We're going to have to replay that again because something happened to that intro. Hold on, let's do this again. Well, that is more like it. There we go.
I'm included now. Thank you.
I do like the logo.
There you go. There you
But you
go.
know what's funny is when you play that, I literally thought that you were still talking, and you're like, "Oh, I gotta replay that." I was like, "Did I miss something?"
Well, that's so.
Just right now.
Yes,
Just right now.
so,
I was like, you know?
oh, you mean like right now when she
Yeah.
played it? Oh no,
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
So
I'm like, I missed something for a second. I thought that, and then I looked. I was like, "Oh, wait." She's
listen.
wearing a different shirt. Okay.
So
Really quickly,
here's
bye, Miss Tracy. We love you. Thank you so much for being here on the show today.
bye. So what happened was she put the clip, and it was I noticed, but I noticed this after the fact. So Jackie put the clip, and I was in there because it was the one with the 3 of us. But then she didn't notice that I was there, and then she played it again. So I'm like, wait, I was already. I think I was there. And I wasn't sure, so I went with it. I'm like, yeah, sure, okay. So there you go.
I know, right?
Starting bloopers in phase 4.
Look,
So
once he says, "Wait, there are 4 people now."
oh no, it's just us 3 for now.
But yeah, so now we're 3. So
We're 3.
now I have history. Jeffy does the around the port,
Around the port.
and then Keith does the news and the shore excursions. And then in between all of that, after Alice left, he actually added the restaurant, which a lot of people are loving the restaurants.
Especially the one in Baltimore.
Yeah.
Well, that's the port that I actually came into, the port of Baltimore. So
yeah. I mean, because you notice sometimes I'll go into the restaurants and you know I'm a food person, so I see food. I'm like, wow. I start making noises. I'm sorry, and I'll be looking through it. And I'm talking. I'm like, oh my god, look how good that tastes and this and that. But, you know,
I agree.
But, like it does get hard sometimes doing like for example at like Tokyo. I think I started like maybe around Tokyo, maybe before. I don't remember exactly, but I know like for example, I use Tokyo as a port where everything's in like Asian, right? Or Japanese, Chinese, whatever, you know, and Google can't translate that, you know.
Right. Yeah, so it was good to get something where you could at least get the proper like stuff down when it came to like that port. I get it.
What I do, I always I like to find like 3 restaurants. I like to find a fancy restaurant, maybe one of those beachside restaurants, and maybe one of those like another like a bar restaurant or something like that.
But you always have to make sure you have a Greek restaurant for Harlan.
Yep.
Well, sometimes. Well, I had a Greek bakery, and then when I went to go do it, I must have X'd it out while looking at it, and it disappeared. I was like, and because I googled Greek restaurants in there, and it showed like a Greek bakery. That was it.
Right.
So
but just so that you guys know, yes, we are 3 today, but we're still looking for 1 more.
And they're still
waiting to find that person for our show, because then the show will balance a little bit more than what it is. Because I know that whenever you see the show now, I have only 1 part. Keith has 2 parts, and then Jeffy has the 1. So even though that I know Keith sometimes the news is fluctuates, how much
Yeah,
news
yeah.
it has and stuff like that. But
Right.
we are going to eventually bring another across the waiver person
I like that. I like that. Cross the waiver. I got
into
it.
our team here, and that person will probably take over the excursion. So then Keith can have news and all the restaurants that he loves.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All
That's
right. Well, I
good.
mean that's definitely
Muncie's like,
interesting.
if I didn't get off late, I will actually do it.
There you go. You consider it. There you go. That's really good. I saw that Harlan put there that all right, Keith, good to know that you're a food person. I'm a food person too.
Yeah, he's a
I'm a
foodie.
I'm a
Mr.
foodie. I'm a
Harlan.
foodie. I'm a foodie too.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely like I didn't get big overnight. I got big because my my wife cooks. She's a really good cook.
I love
There
Joanne's
you go.
comment. Seeking the sister wives. Laugh out loud.
Oh my gosh.
And
There you go.
and it's not just the work, but my wife makes, oh my god, these brownies. Oh, they're really good.
I do. Actually,
Yeah.
I do agree with what Joanne just said. Whenever you go visit Florida, we should do a meet and greet. That's definitely something that we can do for sure. I'm down for
That's
that.
super nice. Yeah,
That's
indeed. That's definitely something good to do.
Mhm.
Let's see. I don't know if we do you want to do the group cruise announcement? We could do that now and kind of
Yep.
like
yeah.
We're
do
gonna
Yeah,
go
that.
ahead and continue with our group cruise announcement. Here it goes. And this was actually done by my son
It was
Jaden.
done by Jaden.
He does all of our ads.
Mhm.
Here we go.
Welcome back, everyone. We're here to announce our next group cruise. It's an 8-day vacation on the Carnival Mardi Gras, and it's for more than just traveling with Tinkerbell or cruising with Keith. This one's for all of Across the Waves. We're heading out on August 30th and coming back on September 7th of 2025. Here's the itinerary so everyone knows what to get ready for. We're departing from Port Canaveral in Orlando, Florida on the 30th. We've got our first 2 days at sea, so you've got plenty of time to check out the ship. They've got Shaq's Big Chicken at the back of the boat, free pizza, a huge pool, slides, and even theater shows on the lower decks if you're into that kind of thing. From there, we'll be stopping at St. Thomas, San Juan, Amber Cove, one more day at sea, and then the brand new Celebration Key. If you're interested in joining us, you can book now at Gonzalez at expediacruises.com. The phone number is 813-608-2935, and the website link will be in the description below. We hope to see you when the time comes.
All right. We do hope to see you when the time comes. There you go.
Definitely.
I was gonna say for the winners, don't forget. Well, I mean, I guess Nancy, because with Keith we're good. But
Yeah.
Will G to text or email Jackie at Gonzalez at expediacruises.com and like give your first and last name.
I'll throw in
And-
my email there.
Okay, and then that way, we could go ahead and get these prizes over to you. So we got that. So yeah, so part of the editing system or editing people like me, because with Phase 4 I just jumped in and
That's
became
the
part of
editing department.
the editing department. Yeah. So
Okay. I don't know who the human resources is.
yeah, no, I don't know that either. I mean, I discovered yesterday that I was at the headquarters of Traveling with Tinkerbell. I'm like, oh, I didn't even know this. Okay, cool. So I
Yeah,
was
we were
there
sitting
yesterday.
right here. We were just chit-chatting. We were having a good time.
Yeah. So that's good. I'm like, interesting. I like how the it's slowly progressing, and with this Phase 4 it'll be Phase 4 for the end of the first year, and then it'll be year 2. And hopefully we could do, we could split it in phases as well, where we could do like, this is how we were, and then we just keep getting better and better and better, definitely. So like you said, you wanted to
hopefully
add
one day we get like 100 people in
the show.
live. Yeah.
Right.
That
No,
will be the
definitely.
goal. So guys,
That's-
if you know family members or friends or whatever, just put out the word so that they can come in our live stream.
Right.
Well, that's also the thing. If we start to get a lot of people, like I'll use like Adventures Ahead as an example. They get like 100. They get a lot of people in their lives. If we get up to their level on how many people they get in our lives, then you might need just an extra person just to deal with the chat.
Right.
It'll be having like a moderators person that could actually like just take care of that section. Yeah, no, indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed.
But I'll be honest with you, when working this week with Jeff, preparing the show, it brought me to a lot of perspective. And when I go back and I look at the first episode and where we are today, oh my God, Keith, the growth has been so amazing.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
The show is more, it's more it flows, it flows the way it's supposed to be. Even though sometimes we got to tweak here a little bit, but at least, it's cool. And the thing is that we know we're growing because we can see the amount of people that come into the show and watch the show is being live.
Well, it's not. The thing is, it's not about like the people who come in. It's about what type of people come in. Now, I'm not talking about race, gender, and all this. I'm talking about it's not creators coming in because creators support other creators, right? We all do that. We all support. We go to the channels. What you need is people to come in who are not creators, because those are the people who will go out there. Oh, let me tell my friend. Let me tell this person. Let me tell that person. Creators just go in there to support you, so that you support them back.
Exactly.
Right, and that's the whole purpose of the show. Give content, give information, and give knowledge to people who don't have access to this. And I feel like that was something, and it was really good. It's incredible, like getting all of this out there for everybody. And like you said, you want the people who are searching, who wants to know, who's looking, and then you want to give them all this information. So definitely,
and it's good to have like multiple people on the platform at once, because maybe her audience or vice versa, my audience will go to her channel, watch her channel, watch my channel, or someone else. Like, if someone's channel really takes off to like they make one video, next thing you know, they got 1 million subscribers because of that one video. Guess what happens? Maybe some of those subscribers will start to come on our channels, and then all our channels will grow.
Right.
All right. So let's do this. Let's do the final
real
trivia.
Quick, real quick before you go, Muncie said both of your subscriber count has taken off too.
That's a fact.
Right.
Yes. And I can say it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, a lot of effort. You have to put money into your channel.
Yes.
You have to. It's a big risk that you take, but you got to put money into your channel. Me as a travel agent, I'm always like on Facebook, Instagram, and all of that stuff. I need to get better at it, to be honest with you. But I work so many hours, I don't even have like all the hands, that I need. That was one of the reasons why I asked Jeff D as my friend. I said, hey, Jeff D, I need your help. And he's here to provide that help. So hopefully when you guys see the new vlogs and different things like that, it's going to be taking a little twist and a little turn, because we're trying to figure out what is it that people like to actually
get like an algorithm, get like what people like a good feel, like what are people putting out there, where can we be a little bit different but still be seen, known, recognized. That's kind of sort of
but just I don't know, and I don't know if you, Keith, you feel the same way. It's a lot of money because I pay for most of my travel. Like most of my travels, I pay.
And I pay for all the travel.
And you have to think about it. You got to pay for your travel and all of that. You do all the vlogging, and then you come back and do all the editing. You put it out there. You got to promote everything that you have out there. So it's a lot.
Yeah, right.
Like I'm not gonna, obviously. I probably would have had more videos from my cruise, but obviously I had some things that happened in my family, right? Which, but I mean, I had so much video footage from my thing. And if I'd never been on a ship, I like to do like the cruise walkthroughs of the entire ship.
Right.
So for me, just to film that could just take me like 2 days on any ship. Doesn't matter, big or small.
Right.
Am I able to get to this certain area on this ship at this time? Maybe because sometimes the doors are locked. I can't get in. They have a show. They have this. I mean, it actually happened when I was on a celebration. Every time I kept going to the theater, I never got into the theater. When you see when eventually those come out, I never got into the theater because every time I went there, it was locked. It was closed. Or there was a show going on. So I won't go in there. I won't go into these places if they have like a show going on. Just like the restaurants, I don't go into the restaurants when people are eating. I try to sneak in there when I first get on a ship, or I try to find them, or I try to sneak in to them like at 2:00 in the morning, because the restaurant doors are always open. So you go in there, boom, you film at 2:00 in the morning.
Right.
And that's
I
another
get
thing
it.
that you brought up a really good point. A lot of people don't realize all the sacrifices that YouTubers have. Like I
Yeah.
agree with you, Keith. There's
Mhm.
times where I've been up at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning to do a ship tour or to do whatever it is that you got to do at that time because you don't want to have a lot of people depending on what
Disrupt.
you're doing. But it's an amazing journey. I love it. I love what I do. I love putting myself out there. I know for a fact that live streaming is what people love the most. They love to see that ship. They love to see that port. So if you see
Yeah.
my channel, I do a lot of live streaming from all the different ports I go because people love that. And I started noticing, all of that stuff. So next year is going to be an amazing year for traveling with Tinkerbell. Because we're going to be bringing out new ports that we've never been, one, and then there's
Yeah.
going to be ships that we've never been that are going to be new that we're going to be going over there as well.
Yeah,
Right.
that's a definite. And the one thing I found out, like you can go on the same ship with the same cruise line, but even though they say, oh, they have the best internet, it comes from space, whatever, the aliens put it there, whatever they say, right? With the
Mhm.
internet. Like I know I was on the Horizon this year. I was on the Celebration. Same ships. I mean, same cruise line. Both leaving out of Miami. Both going in the same region. But for some reason, on the Horizon, I felt when I did my live, the live came out clear on the Horizon, but on the Celebration, it was choppy.
That's
Well,
weird.
Mike is saying hello to you he said
Oh,
that he met
sorry.
you on Celebration. So welcome
Hey,
into
Mike,
the
how you
room.
doing? So, Mike, I met on the Carnival Celebration. It was funny. I just I'm walking right past because I didn't know what he looked like, and then he told me
You get it.
who he was because I met him right outside Guy's Burger, But
So we're ready
all
for the next
places.
trivia?
the Celebration is
Yeah.
a big ship, but I mean the Celebration. If you like the casinos, Celebration, the casino's big, and they do a really good job with the smoking and non-smoking area of the casino.
All right, so let's do the final trivia. There's only just the one bag, which is bag number 3. I guess whoever answers the question, that's your bag. So let's go. Let's see what we got. So what was the port that kept getting postponed in Across the Waves? Very controversial, very controversial. So what was the port that kept getting postponed in Across the Waves? This would be Port of Baltimore, the Port of Fort Lauderdale, the Port of Barcelona, or the Port of Galveston. So let me see what was. I got the timer going. So what was the port that kept getting postponed in Across the Waves? Let's see if anybody gets this. All right, I see some questions coming in. I mean, some answers coming in. I see the answers. Okay, let's see.
If no one says that,
Let's see. Okay, let's see. We're 5 seconds in. Anybody else want to put it out there? No, 2, 1. I think we're all right. Time is up, guys. So we're good. Let's see. What was that port? Let's see. What was this port? The port of Baltimore.
Oh
So
my God.
Harlan got it right. Harlan, I think, was the one who got it right. Yeah.
So the first time it got canceled was because the week that I think it was the week or the week after, we had said, okay, we're doing the Port of Baltimore. The whole bridge collapsed.
Yes.
It was like, because I was thinking, I was like, oh my God, the bridge collapsed. I have some pretty good cruises
Exactly.
for live.
Yep.
It's just that poor port, man. That port just got backed and backed and backed again. It was like crazy. But Harlan,
in a way, it was good.
Harlan, real quick, Keith. Harlan gets bag number 3. So you're gonna get this beautiful Prima bag. It looks like that. And this vendor is he sent me this. This is a shawl. And this is for travel protection through the company Faye. So it's embroidered. So this is a shawl. So it's really, really nice. And you get all of the goodies, the same goodies that everybody else got.
The Celebration key coaster, the pens.
So send me your information, guys, so that at the beginning of the year, like I said, I will be sending all the packages on the same day. And then I'll send you a confirmation tracking so that you guys can track it as well. So, and that's, also here and across the wave, we put all of this together for you guys. And thank you to my vendors that helped me with this. I appreciate all of my vendors, Stay Travel Insurance.
Right.
Next time it'll be Royal Caribbean, Celebrity, and all of that stuff. So
Yeah, we still got more cruise lines to do, like my favorite, because I'm loyal to Royal.
Look, Carla says, the Prima bag from a cruise line, I will not take another cruise on. Oh my God, Harlan.
I mean,
maybe Harlan, when you receive it, maybe you can give it to somebody that likes NCL.
Yeah, definitely.
If there is one cruise line you would say, I don't think I'm ever going to go on that cruise line, what would it be?
You're asking Harlan, or are you asking us?
Margaritaville.
That you would never go on?
Yeah.
I will. I have to try it because I have to try it, but no.
See me. It's I'm torn. Is it Virgin? Because remember, Virgin ships are small.
Right.
I don't like ships that are less than 130, 120. All their ships are 90 and under, right? Or for me, it's more likely to be Disney. Only because Disney has no casinos.
Well, there you go. See, each one has their own.
But
so which one would be for you, Jeffy?
I mean, it's. I don't even know, because at that point, it's. I still want to do Virgin. I get what you were saying about the small ships. I prefer bigger ships, but I will do Virgin. I've never done NCL, and if I do NCL, then it'll be the newer ships. I feel like that's me. I like the newer ships. So I would do the Prima, the new Luna, the Aqua. I would probably do those. But I can't say.
I've been on the Escape. The Escape, I went on it. I loved it so much. I went back again the same year on the Escape. Now this was the year of because COVID came in at the end of the year, I think it was, or the beginning of the year. So it was like the year before, or that year is when I went on the Escape.
Oh, okay. So in my case, I feel like Disney would be the least one in my roster of cruise that I would like to try, but it's because it's more. I'm not a Disney person.
No,
like, per se.
I mean, I don't mind watching a couple of Disney movies, but I'm being honest. I honestly think Disney is a ripoff. I think they overcharge.
No!
I think they overcharge at the parks.
Hi, Jackie. Hi. But no, I understand. I feel like I feel like they have this whole monopoly thing where they're trying to control everything.
Disney, close your ears right now as he's talking about Disney. Close them.
Oh, right. Oh my God.
He was probably crying like, no.
Yeah, no. I heard Harlan.
I mean, that's just my honest opinion. I mean, don't get me wrong. Everybody will have something that there's people who say, "Oh, I don't like Carnival." Don't get me wrong. There are certain ships in Carnival I'll never go on.
I agree.
I won't go on any of those class ships that are like the Paradise. It's 70,000 gross on speed because first of all, I live in New York. I'm not going to pay money to fly to go onto a cruise ship of that size. If that's the case, then I'll get one out of Boston, New York, or Baltimore.
Right.
That'll be bigger. To me, it's not worth the money to spend like $1,000 or more to fly, not including the hotel, just to go on a small.
Right.
To go on a small ship, and I understand, and that is something that is valid, and I do understand it. I see that Margot put there that Margaritaville Islander is definitely better than her sister ship. You have to try it, especially since in Tampa.
I am going to try it. Jeffy and I were talking about it yesterday. We are going to try it, but I don't know. Maybe I don't. I have to see. I have to figure that one out.
Yeah, and that's how I felt at the beginning. I'm like, it's not. But I mean, like, that is very clear. It's coming out of Tampa, so it's a port that's literally right here for us. But
yeah, I mean, for you guys, it's like the breeze and
right.
Okay, I can take 2-3 days of work and extend my weekend
Correct.
that's it.
And no, and for
Yeah.
real, and the prices aren't that bad. I saw it. I'm like, wow, these prices are really good. And I
Mhm.
did see the itineraries. They do have different itineraries. And I also noticed that for the 2025, they have, instead of the 5 and the 4 night cruises, they're extending their Islander for 7 days, which is something that they don't have
That's
right now. So
something.
I'm like, that's also, good to consider and look at. So
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. That's a smart thing to do because that was the thing.
Mhm.
Like a lot of people ain't gonna want to fly. Just go on a cruise
Right.
for 4 or 5 days.
Right.
To me,
I see here.
4 or 5 day cruises are for local people, people who drive to the port.
Correct.
Mhm.
I see here that Harlan puts Jeff T, when you go on NLC, don't expect good food and the service is bad too. Okay. All right. I will keep that in mind definitely. If I concur, I will definitely agree with Harlan. I'm like, yes, Harlan, you're
See,
right.
to me, when I went on NCL, I felt that the specialty restaurants were better on
Mm.
I
NCL
agree with you, Keith.
than like on Carnival.
Now, I can attest that their chicken wings are thebomb.com.
Okay.
So their chicken wings are really good, but if you could go to a Guy's Pick and Anchor and get their chicken wings,
You know, I've never tried their chicken wings and guys.
their chicken wings are good. Now here's the
Yeah, I
thing.
didn't.
If you go to a Guy's Pick and Anchor on a celebration compared to, this is my own experience, compared to the Horizon, I honestly say Guy's Pick and Anchor is better on the Horizon. It's horrendous on like the celebration because the menu for dinner is you only get certain things for at dinner time. On celebration, you weren't allowed to get the tacos, the wings. You could only get that during lunchtime. You had to go to the bar and order it. On the Horizon, at dinner time, I could order wings. I could order the taco stuff. So those are things that people like to have wings and then order their food.
Right.
Right. All right. So I'm just gonna throw out a question out there. So since we were talking about ports earlier, what is your guys' favorite port? So Jackie, what would be your favorite port that we have
Ooh.
covered? And you, Keith, what would be the favorite port that has been covered?
Um,
It's
Who's gonna go first? You, Keith? You gonna go first?
I mean, yours. It's still gonna be my favorite port. I have like I guess a deep love for that port is Bermuda. I love that
Bermuda.
place. I love Bermuda so much. I notice it's so peaceful there. The people are so friendly. I literally believe I could walk out there and nothing will happen to me. If I walk outside in the Dominican Republic, I feel like once you walk outside the area, I feel like my sneakers will be missing halfway down the block.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I did because that blue cheese or ranch wings question. Blue cheese for me. Definitely a blue cheese guy. Definitely, I am.
I am
Oh
both.
yeah.
I am both. I don't discriminate.
I'm blue cheese,
And
but
actually,
yeah,
we had wings yesterday.
I
Here
know
at
we
the
did.
house.
We
No,
did.
no,
We did. What about you, Jackie? What would be your? I think I know I know the answer to this, but
Okay, let's see. Let's see
everybody know.
if you know me.
Let's see. I would say the port of Cartagena,
no.
Colombia.
Yes.
See, I was gonna say San Juan, only
I mean,
Well,
because
that's
I was
home.
born over there.
San Juan,
that's why I would have
San
said
Juan,
San Juan because you're born there.
San Juan is home for us. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. The Colombia Cartagena was the best port that's so far. And if you would have asked me before I went to Colombia, I would have said Aruba and Curacao.
Right. Yes, I do remember
But
that. Yes.
now you have Colombia, Aruba, and Curacao. So
There you go. So you have
See,
your top.
I mean, Aruba I like, but I wasn't like overwhelmed with Aruba. I really did like, Dominican Republic, both the ports, La Romana and Amber Cove. I thought they were amazing ports.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
tell you, I just love traveling just to see history.
Yeah.
And Colombia had a lot of history, guys. It's a lot of history. If you go back to one of my vlogs, which I did Colombia, you see all the historical buildings and all of that. I love all of that. It's just,
Oh,
it
yeah.
just calls my name.
So Harlem brought something to my attention. I forgot to mention one thing I love about Bermuda. When you leave out of the Northeast region, right? And you go to there for a week, you're in Bermuda for 2.5 days. So you
True.
get a lot of time to enjoy the port. It's not like you're there for 8 hours, 12 hours. And you got to rush to get back. I've heard people go there on a cruise and they got off on the boat and they went and stood at a hotel on the other side of the island because they wanted to stay and enjoy the port. You know, people do that, but obviously, if I'm paying money for a cruise, I'm not going to do that. But you know, pay for a hotel. But I do like the experience that you have 2.5 days, and that 2.5 days is enough to do the whole island.
To actually explore, to do explore.
Yeah. I've done
Right.
I've done the island. I've done the beaches. I've seen the crystal caves. I've gone to the other side of the island. So I've seen the majority. And transportation, you could take a ferry, you could take a bus, you could take a cab. So there's so many.
You could even do a Twizy. You could even rent the Twizy and just go around Bermuda.
Go around.
Yeah. Well, to me, I don't believe in. I won't ever rent something out there because God forbid something happens. And, you know, what if something happens? You're not in the United States. You know, say you hit something happens and it's your fault. You hit the local. Next thing you know, they're gonna try to keep you there and try to. You know, you never know. I'm not saying this will happen here. But maybe in a different country, it can happen where they try to keep you. And now you're screwed. You miss your port because they want to try to press charges on you.
Right.
You know, so that's something I'm like, I would not do that because I just don't want to take a chance of having something happen.
Right. Look, he said he spent a lot of time in Cartagena. It's a really nice place to go. I love Bermuda too. Bermuda is beautiful, but Bermuda is expensive. It is.
Yeah, it's expensive. If you go, so basically, if you go to my favorite place to eat in Bermuda is the Switzerland, and it's probably the best place to drink too.
Okay.
Okay. You walk in, when you walk out, you're going to be somewhere, and because they got this thing called the rum. I think it's the rum swizzle, right? And it just tastes like juice going down. You taste no alcohol. You're drinking juice.
Those are
juice
dangerous.
tastes really good. But when you walk out, it's like I was like, what is going on? And on top of that, it's hot. So you got all that mixture going on, and the thing is, it's down the block from the caves. So you got the caves, boom. You got the Swizzle. You right after the caves, you go to Swizzle. The food is really good there. You're gonna eat there. It's not gonna be cheap. You might spend depending on how many people you have, you'll easily spend at least 200, maybe possibly 300. Easy.
Wow. Muncie thought that you said Sizzler.
No, Sizzler. Oh my God! You know I went to Sizzler. No, Muncie, you're wrong. Sizzlers are not all closed. You gotta go on the West Coast. I looked it up a couple of months ago. I was like, they gotta be all closed. No, he said
they have one in Bermuda. Wow, I didn't know that. Well, actually, the only thing that they have in Bermuda is a KFC.
Oh wow.
But it's super expensive.
No, let me ask you this, because I always complain about it on the show. What is the one excursion that I believe is a waste of money?
Oh.
Ooh.
What would you? I don't know. No.
I say it all the time. Swimming with the dolphins.
The swimming.
Well, I mean, I guess.
I don't believe it's a waste of money. I just believe.
Ain't that something you want to do, Jeffy?
Yeah, I know. It's what's funny. I did have that book, that one cruise, and I canceled it. But I do want to do it. Maybe once, at least one. Hey, at least once.
It's a lot of fun. I've done it twice. It's a lot of fun.
Honestly, I said if I'm going to swim with it, I'd rather swim with pigs. I'm sorry.
I can do that too. Hey, trust me, I'll do it.
You know, the pigs. I just believe swimming with the dolphins. And I look every time I ever seen it. It costs like $300 to swim with these dolphins. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. I just don't believe in spending that much money.
There is a difference.
There's difference.
Yeah, there's a difference. It's either one that you swim and one that you interact.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to keep in mind, if you do the interaction, you're not going to actually have the dolphin where you get on his fin and push you away.
They have. It's like broken down in different categories. Like you could get in and take a picture, and then they have the one that you actually, like you said, you interact with it.
Right.
Or go ahead. You were saying that because you did it.
I actually swim with the pigs, and that was amazing. And I actually have a vlog. If you want to watch it, you're more than welcome to. And it was a lot of fun. I did it in NCL. Yes, I did. I was in NCL escape when I did it, guys. Harding is like,
probably.
But the thing is, like, I'll be honest with you. If I get the cruise deals through the casino that I get through Carnival, I would be going with NCL because I do like NCL better than Carnival, right? Right, just going on there, I do like it better, but I do feel that you know, Carnivals, you know, in the casinos, they just give better deals. So
Right.
I mean, it's really hard to pass up a cruise for $500. You know,
my God.
through the casino. I mean, it's really hard to pass that up. You know, where if I go NCL, I still have to pay a couple $1,000.
Right.
All right. I mean, I guess I was reading some of the chat. I was looking at like
Oh,
different things
Monty always
here.
wants to go to Kmart and Sear. He is in love with that. I think we
So-
have some
so-
sort of excursion in St. Thomas to go to Kmart. We're gonna go with
So,
Monty.
Harlan said he likes the Frog and Onion Club. So I had a bad experience there.
Oh,
Good
no.
night, Rosie. Thank you so much for being here today.
So basically, I ordered a drink. It was their version of like the rum swizzle. The first time it came out one color, and the next time I ordered the same drink, it came out a different color.
Oh, my
One
God.
was darker, one was lighter. And I'm like, the second one, I'm like, the first time I could taste alcohol, and the second time it did taste like no. I told them, they're like, no, it was the same color. But I did. I had a picture of both drinks, so I was like, look at my phone. How is this the same color as that? You know, like, oh, I'm like, you put no alcohol in it.
So try to take your money and be like,
Yeah.
stingy.
That's funny.
All right. Well, I don't know where. So now we've done all this. So this new year, where are we heading? What are we doing? What are we like? What are
Ooh.
new things that are coming? Like, what's the dynamic?
Should we show them?
Should we? I mean, I don't know. You tell me.
Let's
tell
give them a little taste
Do
of
you wanna?
what Across the Wave is gonna look like come
So
January.
we're doing a whole like it's a facelift at this point, kind of like
Yes, we're
a
doing
revamp. So
a whole revamp, a whole
revamp.
facelift.
Hmm.
It's gonna be amazing. So we're just gonna
Hmm.
give you a little
Yeah.
taste of what to look for on our phase 5 of our Across the Wave.
Hey,
Ah. All right, look at that. So that's our new intro actually for
good. So what does
Across the
everybody think?
Waves. That's
And
our
this
new
intro
intro.
has been done by none other than Jeff the.
Yours truly. I went ahead and I've been working on this for quite a few weeks now, almost like a month now. But
So yeah, so Across the Way we'll have this new intro. So come January, this is what you're gonna expect, and every other segment is gonna have a really cool intro. Intro
yeah,
as well. So it's gonna be
yeah,
a lot of fun.
So
definitely
anybody,
transitions. Hmm?
if anybody has a port that they want us to do, put it
Mhm.
out there for us. You
Yep.
know,
Oh, yeah.
it doesn't have to be today. It could be during another show. If you have a cruise coming up and there's a port, you can put ours. You can even ask us. Oh yeah, have we done this port? And then in the show or after the show, we can put the link in the comments for you so that
Right.
you could go back and do your research from us.
Look, Margot says that it's a Botox. Yes.
Yes, it is facelift, a whole
I
new
tell you,
thing.
we showed Keith the cruise news intro, and just to see his face when he saw it, I'm like, yes.
Yeah, so
Nailed it.
for the introduction of the segments, which also went through some phases too. I mean, we didn't include that here. Even the logo changed from what it originally was to what it is now. The logo changed. The introductions to the segments were also changed, and that's something that we that I ramped and went with it to give this new 2025, this new second year of Across the Waves, like a new facelift and a new revamp. So we're super excited about that. I'm happy, like you said, that Keith, when I showed him the cruise news, he was super excited about it.
Yeah,
And to me, that was
I just
perfect.
love seeing. As soon as I saw his face, look, he remembers the intro. He was like, "Yes, this is what I'm talking." But
Yeah,
for
so
all of you
it's
guys,
definitely
you guys
good.
have to wait till January to see it.
So, Muncie,
January.
to answer your question, we have done, we did
Port
Iceland.
of
Maybe we haven't done
Iceland.
Greenland.
Iceland.
Yeah,
We've done
Okay.
Iceland. We did
gotta jot those
Reykjavik.
down. Let me
We
get a
did,
pen. Let me get a pen here. Let me look at my
yeah,
book.
we did Reykjavik. Literally, that was
3 weeks
a few
ago.
weeks
2
ago.
weeks
Yeah, a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
on
Mhm.
December 4th.
He said what? Greenland?
Greenland, yeah.
I don't think we've done Greenland.
So we should add that to our list.
Okay.
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 All right.
So I put the link up right now on Muncie for Iceland.
There you go.
And guys, whoever won today, Jeffy has the information of the names. Please
Yes.
don't forget to text me your address or email it to me, or you can send me a message on Facebook Messenger if you want to. But I will be sending all of the packages beginning of the year. I'm going to wait until, the whole Christmas thing goes down, because I'm afraid that we mail it and then it's going to get lost or whatever. So,
Right. All right.
But yep, so it's going to be a lot of fun next year, guys. It's a lot of, it's going to have a new facelift and it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be doing the same thing, history and all of that stuff, but with the new vibe.
So
Right.
Emily, this year I am going to be looking into river cruise ports too. So not just American, also international, because I know
Yeah.
Right.
they have
Mostly would be Europe would be the ones we normally cover cruises.
Well, they have
when
ones
it
that
comes
go-
to river cruises.
They got ones that go up the Mississippi River.
Mississippi.
They got one. They got ones also from the West Coast that go up over there. I think it's called the American Cruise Line, something like that. I'm not exactly sure. All right. And then they got ones that leave from Amsterdam that go the river up there. I know those off the top of my head. Now I got to do more research to find out where they have more
Right.
reports, but I also want to try to check those out.
Right. Yeah,
And
definitely.
also, guys, real quick before, just because we're talking about the ports, I just reminded myself. In for this whole year, we actually hit 43 ports. That's how many ports across the wave. That's so far what's in our library of Across the Wave is 43 ports. Technically, not all 43 because we did 43 shows, but some of them were cruise ship tours.
Hey, the guy who made the little video from earlier, it's actually been
37
So 37 ports.
I counted them all out while I was working on it. The only one was missing is the most recent live stream, but otherwise it was 36 ports in the video and 37 recently.
See you, Miss Margot. I love you, girl. But yeah, it was 37 ports, but the other ones, it's 43 shows, but the other ones were live streaming from different cruises and stuff like that. Margot says Galbatar is fun. I can help, but all right. So look, we could bring Margot back for that one. Just so that you know, guys, I always say it in some of the live streams. If, like Margot just mentioned there, if there's a place you guys want us to talk about, but you're willing to come on the show and give some feedback to the community, you guys are more than welcome to do that.
All right.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
So are we done for today? Is this?
I think we are. That's it.
Oh my
Unfortunately,
God.
because we're going. This is it. We're taking
What
a break.
is our first port of the new year?
Our first port.
Can we
Hold
pick
on.
it? I'll be honest.
I gotta start searching that too.
The first port of the year is going to be the port of Cape Town. Cape Town. And it's going to be on January the 8th. So guys, you guys got to come back on January 8th because we're going to be taking a little vacation time, which is much needed. And we're gonna have a new like a whole intro and all of that cool stuff. And I think you guys are gonna like it.
Yeah,
So it's gonna be a lot of fun. Go ahead, Keith.
indeed.
I think that was probably my idea because at South Africa. So
Mhm. I was gonna say, I'm like, it seems like a very out there port, and it sounds very like you.
well,
So
well
that's
I
cool.
think it's South Africa because if I had to go anywhere in Africa, I would like to go to South Africa. I would
Yeah.
like South Africa. You know. So I mean, I've always wanted to do like a cruise that left from like Australia and that ends in the United States. You know. But
Yes.
that's something I would not be able to do now, obviously, because obviously I have a job, I have life, this, that. Maybe when I get older, I'm retired. You know, I'll be doing like those like stuff.
You'll be
like
doing those exotic locations, indeed.
I know, right?
Or if my channel just all of a sudden blows up and where I don't have to work no more, then that's a total different story.
That's
Right.
there you go. You put that
Yeah.
out there for put that out there. That's right. You want that positive energy. Yes, we do.
Controversial cruising, thank you so very much. So for the next I think what is it 2 weeks, I believe, for the next 2 Wednesdays,
weeks.
across the way we'll take a little pause for the holidays so we can spend time with our family, take a little break from all the research that we have done throughout the year. Yes, mark your calendars for January.
Indeed. Yes, indeed.
And we're going to be coming back even much better, like a new phase, a new
Stronger.
everything. And we're going to have such great fun. And next year we have a lot of different types of not only ports, but we have ships that we're going to be sailing and all the cool stuff. So it's going to be a lot of fun. At least from my part, guys, I wish everybody a very happy holidays, Merry Christmas,
Happy holidays.
everybody, a great New Year's.
Yeah, happy holidays.
May
Happy
God
holidays,
continue
indeed.
to pour blessings over each and one of you. Please stay safe. And if you're traveling, safe travels to you guys.
Indeed.
And enjoy your time with your families, because you know, always.
However, as long as everybody stays safe.
Yes, I might be doing a live stream on Tuesday. I'm not sure yet. I'm still thinking about it because I might just take a little break myself. So I'm not sure yet. But if you see a live stream, then I decided to do one. But other than that, I will see you guys next year. And thank you guys so much for spending almost 2 hours.
Is it really going to be 2020?
2025.
2025, yeah.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
I remember like 25 years ago. It was like, I mean,
but remember the Y2K?
I was just going to say, 25 years ago, we all worried that the whole internet was going to crash, the aliens were going to.
The Y2K.
Yeah, what? Y2K is coming.
Planes were going to fall from the sky. Computers were going to blow up. Yeah, I remember all that.
But yeah, I just wanted to say thank you, everybody that came to celebrate our first year. Hopefully you guys enjoy the program that we have for you guys today. And you guys, and for those of you that won, I hope you guys enjoy the little gift, that we had for you guys. And thank you so much for being a part of Across the Wave.
All right, see you guys definitely next year.
Another year. I can't wait.
I know.
Harlan, have a great Christmas, sir. Thank you so much.
All right, everybody, definitely have a great one. We appreciate you.
Guys.
Looking forward to the next year.
I know. I love you guys all to the moon and back. Love you. Bye. Kisses. Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Safe travel.
The last toodles. The last toodles. I gotta be crazy.
I know.
You guys don't know. This is just because Jeffy and I was talking. There's something really cool coming next year. And Jeffy.
I don't know.
It might be for the Spanish people. It might be for the Spanish people. That's what I'm gonna say. That's what I'm gonna say.
Okay.
It might be for the Spanish people. So
it might
stay tuned.
All right, bye guys. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Happy holidays.
Bye.
Bye.